The Bible never allowed for divorce, not even in the case of adultery. The part of the Bible that actually says except for adultery is actually a mistranslation. The current verse says except for fornication. And I'm sure you're thinking, except for fornication, how? How can married people fornicate? That's because Jesus was actually talking about when two people who didn't meet the criteria for marriage get married. For example, when two siblings who don't know that they are related get married. Or when in the case when a man marries a wife in Nigeria and leaves her, travels abroad, and goes to marry another wife. Those two were never joined as one in the eyes of God to begin with. So in the first place, they were never actually married. So they were committing fornication. And that makes perfect sense because if earthly marriage was supposed to prefigure heavenly marriage between Christ and his bridegroom, the church, what can separate us from the love of Christ? In this case, adultery can be likened to going back to the devil, to sin, to the world, to our old self. But would that make God to reject you? No. And does that nullify the sacrament of your baptism? No. In the same way, it doesn't nullify the sacrament of marriage. Because what we have with God is a covenant. And you know what else is a covenant? Exactly. Marriage. So when the Bible said, what God's joined together, let no man separate. They meant it literally. No divorce lawyer, no pastor, no adulteress, not even the man and the wife himself can put us under. I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to invalidate the experience of adultery.